Welcome to another Sigma Live Hangout. Today we have with us Diana Symillides, who is a yoga instructor and ballerina who has studied ballet in the Czech Republic and has studied yoga in India and has brought yoga to Cyprus and hopes to bring more yogic methods to people on the island. Welcome, Diana. Let's dive right in. What drove you to start doing yoga?
Well, how life comes, yoga came to my life, just spontaneously. It started, and it was from the day it started, around year 2000. I knew that's a part of my life, and I need to evolve in that. So since then, I'm with yoga and spreading.
And then you traveled to India to study yoga at, in India, in the land that it was born in. How was that experience? I mean, where did you go in India? Where did you, how was just learning yoga in India? Was it difficult at times?
Well, the best is to go in the roots. So yoga and India goes together. It was a lifetime journey for me. It completely transformed everything in my life as a person, as a personality, and through that, changing the people around me. There were times it was not easy, but knowing that is the path that you need to go through, it was more easy to accept. And I see after these many years the result through my students, through the family, through the people who are around me.
And then, I know you're also involved in dance. Let's talk about that a little. How your dancing has evolved, because I know that after you also got involved in Indian style dancing. After how has that evolved over the years? Do you think?
With dance is since I was a child, since 5 years old, I was in dance. Then I passed when I was 12 years old in the State Dance Conservatory of Prague with a scholarship, and I started attending the study when I was 14. And for 5 years I was in Czech Republic. Then traveling a lot with dance, performing, choreographing. It was a long journey of that. And yoga, when came in my life, it was like the thing to complete the dance, because it gives the inner balance which we need in dance. It gives the physical balance and the mental balance. So it's a whole package. Using it for kids, students of young age, older age, you can use it in any aspect. So it was the best for me to pass it through myself to my students and expand from there.
Mm-hmm. And then back on yoga, do you have daily practice is something that is really focused on in yoga? Do you have your own daily practice, and do you change it up based on your needs for that day?
Mm-hmm. Yes, daily practice is very important, especially for us as teachers, instructors, that we keep our energy levels in balance so we can give daily. Of course, you do many things, but the repetition and the regularity is the most important thing. It's good to do, if not thrice a day, then twice a day, morning and evening. Your meditation, basic stuff. Then some basic asanas, if you can do, the positions of yoga. And as well, how you are in your daily life, with people and with yourself. To see yourself, how you react on situations. And it's a daily process.
Yeah. And then something, just a sort of cheeky question. What pose do you feel most at home in? I mean, I know everyone, I have a favorite yoga pose when I do yoga, so I'm just curious, as a yogi, what is your favorite, pose, the one that brings you the most,
Well, for me, as a teacher, because I go through every asana through a very deep cleaning and process, I realize what gives to me, and each one of them is something different. But one of important asana for me, I can say, is Vajrasana, which you can also use in your breathing exercise and your meditation. It opens a big nadi, a big channel on the central nervous system. Might not be considered one of the most difficult asanas, but the benefit it gives you and the base, it's amazing. You know, I can name many of them, but this could be.
Yeah. And, you know, you said you started around early 2000 with your yoga practice and, you know, just it came to you in that way. Was getting into meditation hard? Because I know that for a lot of people, meditation is very difficult and it's very hard to quiet the mind down sometimes. So I'm just curious, was it, you know, as hard for you?
That's a very interesting question because I've started my yoga journey from meditation. You know, from the meditation process, analyzing the chakras, analyzing the qualities of the chakras, cleaning techniques, and then gradually I got into so it was like a reverse for me, you know, through the difficult way from the lowest part, you know, to get through the more easy, let's say, because physically it was my profession, dance. I was working with the body, so that was not an issue for me, the body. So it started from the meditation. In the beginnings, it was a cleaning process, yes, a balancing process to get into but once you are in the right path, you have the right basics, and you just follow up. Yeah.
And then, you know, daily practice is really important, as we said, and I'm just curious, what do you have like a formula for, you know, what is the right way to practice? I mean, is it asanas? Is it asanas and meditation? Is it just, you know, is it how you feel in the day? Is it what's the golden formula, I guess?
Well, I suppose in life, golden formula is what makes us at the end of the day happy and gives us the feeling of tranquility and balance. So, and as I teach my lessons, you will see that I will pass through everything in my lesson. It's just a physical process or just a meditation process or just a relaxation. I try to give everything in the class by awakening the chakras, the energy centers in the body, and gradually to reach in the balance and meditation at the end of the lesson. So that would be the ideal, yes, to find the right amount of what to do as a self-practice, if we say, and give it to yourself.
And, you know, I know you love yoga. I like yoga too. I'm curious, you know, I want you to, it would be great if you could expand it on the island. Where can people find you if they want you to, you know, for yoga lessons, for, you know, just... Yes. Any meditation guidance, anything? Where can people sort of get in contact with you?
I'm mostly based in Limassol. I'm working with quite a few yoga centers. In Vedanta Yoga Center in Limassol, Yoga at Home Yoga Center. I'm having also my own lessons, which I can be like a one-to-one or with groups, and can be in different places as well. I'm teaching, working with Ayos Athanasios in Limassol of the municipality, which they're having a very nice organization project that gives to people in very low prices the possibility of learning all these things, and is open to everyone, from children till older age.
And you said, are children harder to teach yoga to sometimes, or are children, you know? Well,
with children it's a different approach, you know. But for me, I didn't find it difficult because I'm working with children since I was 14. I had to teach because of dance. So if you know the psychology of children, and then you are evolved in yoga in the sense of feeling their vibrations and feeling their emotions, you know, it's very easy to approach them. Sometimes more because they are open, they're innocent, they're pure. So you can just open, they're an open channel. As well for pregnant, you know, this is a different feeling of teaching someone who's pregnant and has a life inside, and they have different connection. Or with toddlers, you know, it's amazing.
You know, I find it really interesting about prenatal yoga. how helpful is it for not only the physical aspect, is it helpful for the mental aspect and the physical aspect, for the woman?
Of course, because a woman when in pregnancy has many hormonal changes, emotional changes, the mind plays tricks all the time, fear, panic attacks. So once you work with all that, of course, yoga is the best what can be given to a pregnant woman. I have many students that they were afraid to deliver with the normal way. They were planned for cesarean, and at the end, just with the right breathing and the right psychology, they just delivered naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I think bringing yoga to Cyprus is especially important because of just the really natural sort of way it helps people guides people to live better, calmer, more stable lives. And I wanted to thank you for coming here and taking time to speak with us. I would really appreciate if people went to Limassol and sought you out to do yoga and find this path, because it is important.